Hey you guys, I don't know if this is going to work out. I was trying a little something different with the phone. Can you see me? Hey guys, my name is Christa Coupons. In this video, we're going to talk about the Dollar General penny list for September 18th, 2018. So, before we get started, and as always, when we talk about penny shopping, we do have to say that penny shopping is a secret. You cannot go into the store and ask the Dollar General employees. Actually, let me rewind. Let me not show you my boobs. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was going to be so bad. I'm trying to hold the phone up with toilet paper, okay? I'm not going to any longer say that penny shopping is not a secret. What I'm going to say is it's not okay to go into the store and ask the employees for penny items if they have any penny sales or anything like that. And yes, we do have to say that in every single video because there are some people who just stumble upon this video and will go into the store and say, you know, hey, where's the penny items and whatnot, and we don't want that to happen. So for now on, since we are making a penny list video every single week and have been for months now, I'm probably going to post the penny list video on Monday, unless otherwise something like, I don't know, it's a crazy good penny list or something like that and we get it really early. Other than that, it's going to be posted on Monday. As we talked about, I am going to email you probably just the video of the penny list just to make sure you've seen it. Let me tell you what happened. I'm only allowed to send, I pay for a certain amount of emails to send each time. Well, last time we talked about this in a video, thousands of people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people signed up for my little email list, and I'm not even allotted that many emails. So now I have to pay for a different plan, which I'm going to do on Wednesday. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to email this out this week, but I will from this week forward, I promise. If you want to sign up for the emails on my website, which is poweredbycoupons.com, and that's just a way to make sure in case you missed the video or something like that. If I don't post a video, sometimes I just send the list itself and I don't send a video. It depends. But for the most part, you should expect that I'm just going to send you the video just to make sure you've seen it. That way, you know what's a penny on Tuesday, no matter what, right? If you don't get the YouTube notification, some of you can't watch YouTube videos all the time. You don't have data, whatever. I'll send it to your email so you don't have to be stalking me on YouTube, although you can stalk me on YouTube if you want. All right, the next thing is, for now on when we do these penny list videos, what I'm going to do to make it, I think, a little bit more helpful for all of you is we're going to answer, so I'm going to give you the penny list and then I'm going to answer some questions, like some penny shopping questions that I've been asked like throughout the week. Because there's always new penny shoppers, there's always people asking questions. So we're going to add in some questions after the list. All right, so let me tell you what happens. On weeks that there are no penny list, nothing gets sent out. So that's why, especially the weeks that we don't have penny list, everybody's sitting around like, where's the penny list? Is somebody going to post the penny list? Anybody, somebody, anybody, you know? So first of all, you should always follow more than one person for the penny list. That's my advice. Dollar General corporate office is not sending us out the list. They're not sending it to me. So sometimes I have to bend over backwards to get you guys this list. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes the person that gives me the list is wrong. Sometimes Dollar General is wrong. Like, just all kinds of reasons. You should follow more than one person for the penny list. I'm just putting that out there. Also, you should know if there is no list, we don't get the memo that says there's no penny items. So I'm going to go with there are no new penny items this week, but your miles may vary for these things. This is what my manager told me. Now, the girl that gives me the penny list most of the time each week, she doesn't give me the percentage off items, and I don't push her for the percentage off items. I feel like I'm lucky she gives me the penny list at all, so I don't push her for those. But yesterday I did go to the store, to the Dollar General, and there was a new manager at one of my stores, and he, out of nowhere, told me, oh, by the way, there's no new penny items Tuesday. July 4th is going to be, I believe he said, I tried to hurry up and write it down, so, because I didn't want him to see me writing it down. Anyway, July 4th, he said, I believe, this is the only one that I didn't have written down that I'm doing by memory, that I wrote down later. 50% off, Green Dot 40% off, and summer items 70% off. Earlier today, somebody mailed me a list similar to this one, and it was very similar to the one that I have. The percentages were a little bit different, and sometimes something might go to 40% in my area, but it might be 50% off in your area. So don't hold me to 40% off on Green Dot. I'm just saying use that as a guide. If you're interested in purchasing Green Dot items, what you would want to do is, you know, get a price check. We don't get price checks for penny items, but you most certainly can ask for a price check for the percentage off items. That is completely okay. If you guys remember, it was not July 4th that had pennied. It was actually the, what was it? Remember when we got the reefs? I don't know where mine are to show you, but they're in a, it's in a video. I kept calling it July 4th. I kept calling it July 4th, but it wasn't actually July 4th. It was the patriotic type stuff, like the Memorial Day. Memorial Day. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are all saying it. Thank you. I don't know why I could not get that in my head. I've always called it the July 4th stuff. And so when he told me July 4th, it did take me a minute. I was like, July 4th? So yeah, Memorial Day. Already pennied. And now he says July 4th is going to be, I believe, 50% off, Green Dot 40% off, and summer items. So like we've already had the summer foods penny. This is going to be like summer toys and stuff like that. The other stuff that's summer. You guys know what I'm talking about. So this is a really good lesson, you guys. There's not a penny list every week at Dollar General. If there was, then I probably would have just created my YouTube channel around penny shopping. I can't do that though because there's not enough penny items in my area for me to do that, and there's not a penny list every single week. There is no rhyme or reason as to when we get a penny list and when we don't. Please give the video a thumbs up, by the way. Please, please, please help a girl out and give my video a thumbs up. But there is no rhyme or reason why sometimes there's a penny list and why there's not. I will tell you that at some points during the year, we're more likely to get a penny list than others. Like at the end of seasons, especially, we get a lot more penny items than, you know, in the middle of December. So keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind, as I said earlier in the video, the Dollar General employees do not get a memo that says, or at least not that I'm aware of, they don't. I've never worked at Dollar General, but from what I understand, what I'm told, they do not get a list that says no penny items for the week. So sometimes I think people in my position get afraid to say, okay, here are going to be the penny items, and then later get a penny list. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes that's why I wait until Monday nights when there's no list to post the list. And I would just make a video and make the title, "There is no new pennies," but then nobody would watch the video, and then it would kind of just hurt me overall, and that's why I don't do that, and I wanted to explain that to you guys. I've learned that it's better to make a video and say that there are no new pennies as opposed to not posting anything, because if I don't post anything, I think everybody is kind of confused, and so I wanted to mention that's why we do that, so you're not like mad that I clickbaited you, okay? All right, let's answer a few of these questions, as we are going to answer questions every single week. Now, the live chat doesn't always stay. So if you guys have penny shopping questions maybe that you want me to answer next week, what you can do is after the video is no longer live, come back and put it in the comments. And if I don't just answer your comment directly, or sometimes even if I will answer your comment directly, in the following penny list video, we will answer your question. You guys put in the chat where you are from. Where are you guys from? I know where the couponers are from, mostly Texas, but I'm curious where you guys are from. Are all FW17 socks a penny? No. Okay. These questions I have written on here: California, Georgia, Pennsylvania, South Texas, Tampa, Pennsylvania, howdy from San Antonio, North Carolina, Little Rock, Arkansas, San Antonio, Texas, North Carolina, Kentucky, Florida. I was just curious. In my YouTube analytics, for the most part, it's always been Texas is my, like, the #1 state that people view my videos from. There are other states, of course, but Texas has more, apparently, couponers than anywhere. Wow. I've met a few penny shoppers in my area that watch my YouTube videos, which you have to kind of be like, oh no, I'm like hurting myself in the long run because now there's less penny items. But it's okay. People stress about that, you guys, but I promise you're like, no, I don't know anybody who is an insane penny shopper that just never misses anything. Like, yeah, there are some people who are really good penny shoppers and they probably clear a store quite well. But no one's perfect. I mean, there's not an exact easy way to know that there's nothing, you know, that you're not missing items, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So you may be concerned that there are other penny shoppers in your area, as I am, honestly, but at the end of the day, I'm able to find penny items when I go looking. Now, do I shop for penny items every day? No. And I really, honest to goodness, wish that I would have, when I was shopping for penny items every day, I wish I would have been making YouTube videos about it then, because that would have been a lot of fun, because I found penny items every single day, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Sometimes I would drive outside of my immediate area, and I advise you guys to see if there are Dollar Generals in your area maybe that you're not aware of, or maybe that are right outside of your normal area, to look for penny items, because I promise you, you still can find them. I always tell you guys, I've had way more success finding older penny items than I do finding the newer penny items sometimes. But you should look and don't just write it off as, oh, there are other penny shoppers in my area. You're probably going to go to the store a lot and not find a single thing. In fact, one of these questions here that in the Google Doc is this. Let me read it to you. So we have a penny Facebook group. It's called Powered by Pennies on Facebook. And I'm very picky about the people I let in. So if you request to join, it's probably going to be a while before I accept your request. Let me just put that out there. But I just kind of stalk people a little bit before I let them in. And I'm glad that we do, because it's a really good group. And so is the couponing group that we have on Facebook. But anyway, I asked them if they had any penny shopping questions, and that's where I got these particular questions. I'm not going to share their name or anything like that, and I would never. What you guys say to me and stuff like that, and what you private message me, is between us. The only problem I have really about people sending me message about penny items is when people will send me pictures of items and say, is this a penny? Is that a penny? Obviously, I cannot answer thousands of questions every day of, is this a penny or is that a penny? There's just no way. So please don't message me questions like that. If you have questions like that, asked to join our Facebook group. That's why we created it, so you have a place to go, that people aren't going to be mean or judge you or, you know, whatever. Anyway, let me read this question to you. My question is, how are people finding so much stuff? I go to stores and look, and I never find anything. I got lucky on the Twinkies. I'd love to get coffee and other stuff, but I feel like my stores around here are doing a really good job of getting the pennies off the shelves, and it makes me upset when I see people posting good deals and hauls and I don't get any. So I think this is a very common thing in penny shopping. The regrets that I have about the penny videos that I've posted here on my YouTube channel are some of the live penny shopping videos. And the reason that I kind of regret them is because every time I went live, sometimes it was even like a pre-recorded, but I called it a live video because I didn't edit it. I just showed you exactly what happened in the store, you know, looking through the store and the lady at the cashier or whatnot. And then sometimes we did just go live and penny shop. But it made it look like it was so incredibly easy to find penny items, because each time I went in the store and I was like bam, 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 or whatever, even if it was just a few things, and cashed out and went on my way. But I promise you that it's not always the case. In fact, it's usually not the case. And it just happens to seem that way. Now, I still would have uploaded those videos had I not found anything. Those particular days, even like the pre-recorded ones, I was like, I'm just going to record what happens either way, whether it's good or it's bad, and upload it as a video. And it just so happens that every video I've done like that, it seems that I got lucky. But for the most part, that's not always going to be the case. And I don't want to convey the message to you guys that you're doing something wrong if you don't walk in your Dollar General and find penny items immediately. So please, 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 please do not base your experiences or what you should expect to happen based on my live penny shopping videos, please. Okay? I almost made them private, because I realized that every one I'd done, I found penny items right off the bat. And I don't want to make it look like that's what it is, because that's not what it is. And I've seen other people's penny shopping videos where they're like, hundreds of dollars worth of stuff for a penny. And you're like, damn it, why can't I find that? But most of the time, people aren't going to share with you, you know, all the times they went to the store and looked and didn't find anything. I like to post those types of things, even if it doesn't make for a interesting, fun video, but it just so happens videos that I've done penny shopping in store, I found some things. That's not always the case. I promise. So if you keep going to your store time after time after time after time and you're not finding what everybody else is finding, I would say either a couple of things, okay? Either maybe the Dollar General employees in your area are just phenomenal. Some locations are like busier than others. In the area that I live in, it's kind of a, it's not a city, it's kind of a smaller sized city. And so at the Dollar Generals that I go to, they're pretty busy, most of them. And that's a good sign if your Dollar General is really busy, because that means that the Dollar General employees probably are not going to have time to go pull the items off the shelf and whatnot. It's really funny because one of my stores is a hot mess. If I walked in that store and I was a district manager, everybody that worked at that store would be fired immediately. Like, I'm serious. It's that bad. Like, it's disgusting. It's beyond messy. It is disgusting. But they do make, the only thing that they make sure they do at that store is pull the friggin' penny items. They don't care about the store looking neat and clean. Nothing. They don't mop the floor. They don't sweep the floor. They do nothing but pull the penny items. So that just might be the case in your area. Also, you could possibly have just really experienced penny shoppers in your area. Not all of us can just jump and run on Tuesday morning to go find penny items, right? we wish we could, but we can't. So there might be somebody beating you to the punch. And something that I like, the best stores that I've ever been to, ever, are the little stores out in like BFE, Tennessee, or you know, some crazy place in Virginia that nobody's ever heard of. So I think sometimes the farther out you go, the better off you are. Like, sometimes in the cities it's good because they're really busy and they don't have time to pull things off the shelf. But a lot of the times if you go like way out in the boonies where people don't really coupon and penny shop and stuff like that, that's a really good store to go to. So it just depends on your area. Doesn't necessarily mean you're doing something wrong. Give it several tries, and if you do not find any and you give up, that's fine. Fine, give up. But something I would urge you to do if you do give up is wait a couple of months and try again. That kind of happened when we moved here. I was really into penny shopping when we first moved here, which was like 3 years ago. That's when I penny shopped every single day. And when we first moved here, these stores were really bad, or well, I say bad for me, but good for them. Bad for me. They would pull the penny items off the shelf. I could barely ever find any penny items. But eventually, all the good managers and stuff like that quit or got fired or whatever happened to them, and they got all new store employees now. Only a few of the stores I have people that's been working at the same store since I've lived here. But they got new employees, and now they're great for finding penny items. So if you do quit for a while or give it a break for a while, then just try to wait a little bit and go back. Also, we will go through a dry spell. Like you'll see, there's probably going to be a little while where we don't get a penny list at all. Not at this point in the year, but once we get past fall and we start like moving into, I think it's right like in, I want to say in November and December, we don't get a lot of penny lists. And if we do, they're like really crappy ones. So pick and choose too what penny list you want to actually go out and look for. I think that's important. Boy, I was in the mood to talk today, wasn't I? I ain't even reading my questions. How can I get the scanner? Excuse me. Okay, let me answer one question at a time because I get all over the place. The scanner, I guess, is what you're asking for, is the Dollar General Penny Finder app. It costs $2.99. It's a one-time fee. They don't pay me to talk about them. I have Dollar General Penny Finder on my phone. It's the only app I've ever paid for in my entire life, and it's probably going to be the only app I would pay for in my entire life. And I most certainly would pay $2.99 a month for that app. Now, I don't even use it every month. But if Penny Finder was like, you know what, we're going to start charging everybody once a month, I would pay for it because I think it's worth it. And the reason it's worth it to me is because I don't penny shop every single day. And I can't keep up with it every single day. And even though I do these videos and I post the penny list, I don't remember in my head what's a penny and what's not a penny. Like, I just can't. Now, back in the day when I used to penny shop every single day, every single week, all the time, how do you say it, eat, slept, and breathed penny shopping, then I would have laughed if you told me that I needed an app to help me find penny items. So if you're new, you probably should try it. I think it'll help you. Some people don't like it, but I think you should at least give it a shot for $2.99. If you're experienced, you don't need it. I don't think you do. That's my point. But if you want to get the scanner, then you just download the app. That's all you gotta do. I have a Dollar General Penny Finder tutorial. You can search it on YouTube if you want. They have also put out a tutorial. The reason I did a tutorial, even though they had already done one, they did one for iPhone and then I did it for Android. So I forgot what the other question was that I was going to answer that I seen in the chat. Yes, it's a one-time cost. I'm kind of scared. Oh. Somebody said I'm just going to move this phone. No, I don't think I can. Somebody said I'm kind of scared because people say it doesn't work. So it is a possibility that you're going to get it and it's not going to work like in your store. If you have an Android phone and you go to and you pull it up, I thought about doing an updated tutorial, honestly, for it. Let me know if you guys want me to do that. If you have an Android phone and you go to Penny List in the app, if you have the app, you know what I'm talking about. Before you go in the store, just like refresh the Penny List by pulling it down and it'll refresh it. Because technically you don't need phone service in order to scan items and for it to tell you if they're a penny or not, as long as the list is refreshed on your phone by just pulling the screen down. I think that's the problem, is that sometimes people just don't know how to use the app legitimately. Another problem with the app is that people don't participate. So the only way that the app like works and is a good app is if you find a penny item and you enter it into the app, if it's not already entered into the app. Otherwise, people scan stuff and it says not a penny or has not yet been found or whatever it says, because nobody's like entered it into the app. Like everybody has to participate in order to make it a good thing. So I always try to enter my stuff in there. Sometimes it's really not good for the Tuesday morning. Like if you are going to go, like if we get a new penny list and Tuesday morning you go shopping, the app is definitely not going to be good on Tuesday morning to scan those items and see if they're a penny or not, because chances are we haven't entered them into the app for you to, you know, verify them, if that makes sense. So it's just really good for finding the older penny items. It's not really good for finding the new list. I feel like maybe, let me know, do you guys want me to make a video, maybe like the pros and the cons of Penny Finder, the Dollar General Penny Finder app, and maybe like a little tutorial in a video? I'll do that if you want me to, because I think that there are pros and cons to it. And I know it's only, I hate when people are like, it's only $2.99, suck it up. And then I also, sometimes it gets on my nerves too, that people are like, I know the first time I talked about Dollar General Penny Finder on YouTube, I was the first person, I think, who ever mentioned it on YouTube, and I got roasted. People were pissed. At the time, it was only $1.99, and people were pissed that I talked. How dare she tell people they need to pay for an app? But it was because previous to that, some people had put out penny shopping apps, and they didn't really work. And the people who started them didn't really care about penny shopping. So they didn't do anything to stop the other people from entering items that were not a penny. See, the good thing about Dollar General Penny Finder is the people who own the app actually penny shop. I know this for a fact. And so they get the items that they know for a fact are not a penny out of the app immediately almost. So that's really helpful. Some of the other penny shopping apps, like if you go to the app store and look, some of them are from like China and stuff. There's no Dollar Generals in China. Like, they don't care if you find penny items. They just want your little $2.99 or whatever it is. I even seen this girl, though, when I first started talking about penny shopping. Let me tell you, because this is funny, because she still comments on my videos, and I know exactly who she is. She went on this other girl's penny shopping video and was talking crap about me because I said people should pay $1.99 for this app. And this girl still comments on my videos. That was over a year ago. She still comments on my videos, and guess what? She uses Penny Finder! Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't make a video for 2 days. I was lonely. Yes, they did remove the 2-cent books. I guess because technically those weren't a penny. That would have been a hard call for them, I think, to make. Like, do you leave the 2-cent books or do you not? I don't know. I'm glad that was their call, not mine. I feel like they were gonna like kind of piss people off either way. I'm sure there were people who were pissed off about it. Anyway, all right, moving on. I don't remember if there was any more questions that I was supposed to answer or not, but yeah, I'll make a video, the pros and the cons, and like put like a little updated tutorial in that video. I don't know when I'll get that video up, but make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. All right. All right. Here is continuing on with our penny shopping questions. Christa, no new yellow penny items have come out. Why are people posting yellow items? And this person meant like yellow dots, yellow stars, and stuff like that. So sure enough, I searched our Facebook group, and there were tons of people mostly asking if the yellow dots and stars were a penny. And as far as I'm aware, they are not, unless it's I think, this may not be true, but off the top of my head, it seems like the yellow dots that we have in stores right now on the toys, the ones previous to that are a penny, but I could be wrong. And I think maybe sometimes what happens is somebody will post like a penny item that they found that's a really older penny item, and usually, you know, by now those items would reset and go back to full price, but sometimes they don't for a very long time, and it just gets people confused, you know. So I think that kind of is just what happens. And then sometimes if you're new to a penny shopping Facebook group and you see someone make a post, oh, look at me hold my cigarette. Sorry. I'm trying to quit smoking and smoke this thing. So it feels better if I hold it. So anyway, I think sometimes what happens is you might see somebody make a post and ask if a yellow dot is a penny, and it's not. And so the newer people think, oh, well, it must be something with yellow dots. And so they think they're a penny too. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, no yellow dots or stars. Can y'all give the video a thumbs up, please? We have 650 people in the chat. Only 260 thumbs up. There better be a lot of damn thumbs down. If we only... Come on. Thank you very much. Don't thumbs down my video. If you did, you're an asshole. Alright. I bought a wall sticker because I thought it would be a penny. It said S11. Why was it full price? So just in case you don't know, S11 would mean that it's from 2011. And so she assumed, he or she assumed that the item was a penny because it's from 2011. And the truth probably is that item probably was a penny at some point, but it probably has reset and gone back to full price by now. And so it's not ever a good idea to assume just because the item has S11 or whatever 11 on it that it's a penny. In fact, one of my stores has a bunch of shoes that I think they don't have a dot and they just say S11 on them. And I've tried them shoes. I know penny shopping. I've tried those shoes several times and they're always full price. But you know, I tried them a couple of times. But they're not. So unless you see it on a penny list or in the app or something like that, then I would forget about it. Because if it pennied out years ago, chances are it's reset and went back to full price. We should talk about the cycles of things. It's impossible to predict how long an item is going to stay a penny, because we've gotten penny lists where the items only stayed a penny for like a week and then they reset and went back to full price. But there is kind of a cycle of when the things are going to penny, like how to kind of predict what's going to penny when. without having a clearance list. The good thing about this clearance list here, did I say this early in the video? I don't think I did. If I did, I'm going to say it again. So we got on this little clearance list for this week, we have July 4th, 50% off. By the way, these are, your miles may vary, and it might be not 50% off. It could be 40% off, could be 90% off. I'm just saying you should check these items Tuesday. July 4th, 50% off, Green Dot 40% off, and then Summer 70% off. So we know for a fact that the next items to penny are most likely going to be July 4th, Green Dot, and Summer. Right? It's probably going to be Summer. How backwards is it that you would think July 4th would penny before Summer? That's not always the case. But anyway, so it's a really good idea right now to get familiar. Where'd my cigarette go? It's a really good idea right now to get familiar with what is going to be a penny next. So you can, when it pennies, you know exactly what to look for. All right. Does home items, toys, and clothes change over to a penny at the end of the season? Just wondering if seasonal changes are the best time to really penny hunt. Thanks, I appreciate your videos. So I don't have I have a actual typed out rotation of how often the items penny. This is what I was just talking about a minute ago. I said I should make a video about it. Because we can't predict when they're going to reset and go back to full price, but we can kind of predict what's going to penny next and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of. So we know for a fact, like the summer clothing, right? It wouldn't make sense for Dollar General to keep the summer clothing in the store during the, December, the month of Christmas, when they're the fourth quarter is always when stores get their most sales, right? So they want as many items to be in the store as possible that they can sell right then. So they're not going to keep summer clothing in the store in December. They're just not. So we know for a fact that summer clothing is going to penny out before Christmas. So yeah, and when it pennies, that's my favorite penny shopping list of the year. It is. You want to see my closet? I ain't showing you my closet because it's messy. And now I threw a bunch of toilet paper in there. But I have a lot of clothes that I got last year. I don't know why I didn't give them away at Christmas time. I should have. And the same thing goes for winter clothes. It doesn't make sense for Dollar General to have winter clothes out on the sales floor during summer. So those items are going to penny before summer. Toys are a little bit different. I think it's 3 years is it 3 years? I think. I don't know. I need to look at my little chart that I have. But anyway, so yeah. I guess is the answer to that question. Are all purple dots a penny? How do I know which ones are? This is a two-part question. So are all purple dots a penny? No. How do I know which ones are? So I did a video and it's called Penny Shopping Tips in Store or something like that. It's usually linked in the description box of all of my videos. If you guys haven't seen that video and you're new to penny shopping, you should watch it, because I went in store and I showed you like where to look in store, where to find the year on the products and stuff like that. And in that video, I talked about that. Like, we are getting new purple dots out now, I think. And so, no, not purple dot. It was a different color dot that I seen out the other day, and I took a picture of it because I wanted to remember to tell you guys. And now I can't remember what it is. But, the purple dots, the older purple dots, they have pennied. Brown dot is a good example because I have one right here. So we have a brown dot pillow. The year on this bad boy is F17. So they're going to put out new brown dot, and it will have like F18, or sometimes even they'll put it out early and I'll have like F19, but only the 17 is a penny. And I do have another video called Penniless Cheat Sheet where I told you what dot colors, stars colors, and the years are a penny and what wasn't. That video is also usually in the description box. All right, I'm gonna save the rest of the questions for the next video in case you guys don't ask any. Oh, let me say this last one, because I think this person, because I said in my Facebook post where I said if you guys have any questions, put them here and I'll answer them in the video. I think this person just wanted me to say this in the video, which I'm completely okay with. Do you think a toy drive in different areas with all of our penny items is a good idea? Yes and no. Yes, kind of, and no, kind of. First of all, most of the time penny shoppers don't want to know other penny shoppers. Like, if you're a couponer, you might want to find a couponing buddy, but if you're a penny shopper, you don't really want to find a penny shopping buddy. I promise. Because usually one person or the other is going to end up jealous over what the other person is finding, and stuff like that. Like, if you can find somebody who's not like that and who you could shop with regularly, who wouldn't get mad and feel like, thank you, Susan, feel like they were taking all the items and you're not getting any and that type of stuff, then that's great. But in my experience of penny shopping, I have not seen that those types of penny shopping buddies really work out. Maybe for couponing, but definitely not penny shopping. So I think it would be a problem if a bunch of penny shoppers met up together. I think maybe deep down they wouldn't like each other, and you know. But I think it is definitely a good idea to donate or do some type of toy drive if you get a lot of toys and stuff like that. I know recently, I guess that last live penny shopping video that I did, all my subscribers watched it, and now all of the other random people are landing upon my video. And it's so funny how many people have commented on that video. Mind you, I got a bunch of toys in that video. Why is she buying all this shit she doesn't need and stuff like that? Well, duh. I mean, why would you buy a bunch of toys that you didn't need for a penny? To donate, right? So I think it's important to give back. So other people might not see it that way, and they may see it as a waste of time. But in my opinion, I personally would not be able to go out and buy, you know, $15, $20 toys to donate, but I most certainly can go buy those items for a penny and then donate them that way. So I think you should definitely do that. I will never make a video talking about, look what I donate, I'm such a good person. I think donating is something that you should do privately and not publicly. I'm okay with reminding you guys to donate occasionally, but it's not something that I want to shove down your throat. Not everyone is in a position to donate. Some things you should keep for your family. I think that you should always put your family first, and then if you have, you know, enough time or resources or whatever it may be, you know, penny items, toys, whatever left over, then you absolutely should donate. But I just don't think we should do those things publicly, and that's just my opinion. So that's where I stand with that, just in case you wanted to know. I think we will get another clearance sale before the year is over. Do you guys have any questions? Give the video a thumbs up if you are new. If you want to go over the colors, just search literally Penny Shopping Cheat Sheet 2018 on YouTube. Search that on YouTube right now. Matter of fact, hold on. I don't want to go over them off the top of my head because I'll forget to say something. You know what I mean? And I already have this typed out for you, so all you have to do is screenshot it, and I think it's really helpful. So what I'll do is put the link in the chat so you guys can just go easily watch it if you want to. Because I think it's helpful. In this video, there's also the rugs that recently pennied. Okay, I put it in the chat just then, and then when we say goodbye, I'll put it in the chat again, so you can go read it, watch it if you want to. Somebody said they donated the Twinkies. How did they know you don't need it? How do they know I don't have 25 kids? I don't know. Who are we to tell each other what that person needs and don't need? Do you think I'm going to be at the Dollar General pushing my buggy out of the store with my 20 toys, and some stranger is going to walk up to me and say, do you think that you need all those? No. But somehow they have balls on the internet to say it. It's always like people who don't have a picture and stuff like that too. So at this point, to me, I vowed to never care what the trolls thought ever again. Ever. No matter what they say. And honestly, it makes me laugh when people attack my looks, because I think, because every person who wants to attack my looks always say, why don't you take all the money you save and go get your teeth fixed? Well, first of all, it's funny that you assume that's why my teeth are the way they are. Secondly, you're an idiot. If that is your best insult that you can come up with, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're an idiot. I don't care what you think, but when they attack, I don't know. Who cares how many toys I buy? I don't know. What are the reasons the store can give for refusing to sell penny items found? They technically cannot refuse to sell you penny items. It's in the Dollar General Employee Handbook that they're supposed to sell the penny items as long as they're on the sales floor. Some Dollar General employees or cashiers, whatever, managers, whatever, will say that they can only sell you one like item, or that they can't sell items altogether. Some of them will even say if it's food that they can't sell it to you. Some will say that their system will not allow them to sell it to you. Just a bunch of crap, honestly. It's in the Dollar General Employee Handbook that they are to sell the items as long as they're on the sales floor. I have that page out of the Dollar General Employee Handbook on my website, poweredbycoupons.com. Go to how to penny shop at Dollar General. There's 3 little bars at the top of my website if you're on a phone. You just click on those little bars and then go to how to penny shop at Dollar General and scroll down the page just a little bit, and you'll see that little page out of the Dollar General Employee Handbook or whatever. Screenshot that on your phone, and if you do go in store and they try to tell you some bullshit, like they can only sell you one penny item or something like that, then just first of all tell them that you know that's not the case. Most of the time, if you just say, hey, I know that's not true, they'll be like, oh, okay, and they'll sell it to you. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I had a manager once tell me, I tell you guys this story all the time, just because I don't have that many stories, honestly, where they told me that they couldn't sell me the items. For the most part, every store, and I've went on road trips and penny shopped, nobody really cares. I mean, I've never really ran across people who were really angry about selling me penny items, ever. But I always tell you guys that story where I bought the little desk, and full price of that desk I think was $25 or $30 or something like that. And it was setting up by the register, and that thing had been a penny forever. The Dollar General employees had to ring people up and look directly at it every single day. So I did not feel bad about buying it whatsoever. But anyway, the girl rang it up, it come up a penny, so she went and got the manager, and he come over there and he was like, now I can't remember exactly what he said, but I think it was like, it's discontinued. Oh, it's discontinued. I can't sell it to you. And I was like, you can sell it to me, and it is discontinued, and you were supposed to pull it off the sales floor because it's a penny, blah, blah, blah. And so I basically told him, you know, you're full of shit. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. There you go. But my point of this story is usually they don't care. They could care less. Some of the Dollar General employees have heard rumors and stuff like that they're going to get fired or whatever if they sell you penny items. But I've never known of anybody getting fired for selling penny items. In fact, pretty sure it was my last penny shopping video that I said, somebody send me proof. Send me proof that anybody has ever gotten in trouble or fired or written up over selling penny items. And I mean, Mom, nobody's messaged me. Nobody's emailed me. There are people who work in my area that I bought penny items from 3 years ago. Every time we have a penny list, and they still work at the Dollar General. I mean, so anyway. Somebody said, I got some good deals on clothing on Saturday. Good job. I always hold out for the clothing at Dollar General until they penny. Yes, when we get new penny lists, I do put them on my website, poweredbycoupons.com. And I do also type them out usually so you can print them easily and take them with, you know, to the store with you. Will you do a video about this past Saturday? I'm not sure what you're asking. This past Saturday or this coming Saturday? Maybe about this coming Saturday, but definitely not this past Saturday. I think we are going to... let me take a drink. My mouth is so dry. I'm so sorry. Early activation that people had problems with. Oh. I probably will upload a video and talk about what's going on now for sure and what's going to happen like this weekend. I don't typically make videos and talk about what happened like last weekend, although I think I might start going to the store on Saturday mornings, or trying to. At least I can't promise that every Saturday, as I do have a family and other obligations. But I do think it is a good idea if I went early Saturday morning and did like maybe even a live couponing video, or at least a haul video on Saturday morning so you guys can see what I got and if it worked out or not. Sometimes when we have those really complicated deals that are especially instant savings and the gain, like I honestly get so tired of the gain deals because sometimes they don't work out. But yeah, we'll talk about what's going on this weekend for next weekend for sure. I hate when we make deals or breakdowns or whatever and it doesn't work out, but I try my best, especially in that second video that I did, to let everybody know that it's like do at your own risk type of thing. I think any deal that you do that has not been able to that nobody's been able to confirm. Oh my gosh, it's 2:14. Are you kidding me? Where'd the time go? You guys, I think any, especially couponing deal that you do that nobody's been able to do yet, and a lot of the times that's the case with the 5 off 25 breakdown, you should know that, I don't want to say that you should automatically know that there's a chance it's not going to work out, because I don't mean it that way. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is you should always, I guess, make sure your subtotal is correct, and if so, do not go through with the purchase. That's what I'm trying to say. Jesus. It's 11 a.m. there. Can they keep penny items from ringing up a penny? Oh, crap. Here's what they can do. They can change the price if they know the item is a penny. And that is a big reason why you should never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, ever ask for a price check on an item that you think or know is a penny. Ever. I also have another little story where my friend come to the store basically when I was penny shopping. She said, I never find penny items. So I was like, here, this is a penny. Because it was like a shirt that she liked or whatever. And she goes up to the register. I'm still standing feet away from the register. And I hear her say to the manager who was working the cash register that day, can you please check the price on this? And I was like, no, why would you do that? So anyway, the manager checked the price all right, rang that bad boy up for $2. So she called me from outside the store and was like, what do I do? And I said, return it. She was like, I don't want to come back in. So I think I told her to come back, you know, like later on that day or whatever. Oh, she had to go, I think is what it was, or something like that. She had to leave for work or something like that. Anyway, she tried to return it, and all they wanted to give her back for it was a penny. So don't ever ask for a price check. They could, now let me rephrase that. They could change the price in the register, but they're not supposed to. This is what pisses me off when people get angry at us and saying that we're getting people fired so we can save money. When the Dollar General employee refuses to sell you penny items, or they change the price in the computer system, or something like that, or they tell you that they can only sell you one penny item, we are not the ones in the wrong. They're the ones going against their corporate policy and making rules to be whatever they want, and they're not following the corporate policy. They're the ones in the wrong, not us. Keep that in mind, and don't let them make you feel otherwise. And don't, you have to stand up to them for that. You have to see it that way. And I know people hate that I say that, and people are probably going to get mad at me, but that's okay. Because every time we talk about penny shopping, people get mad at me. And guess what? I don't give a shit. They're the ones going against the policy. It clearly says they're not to argue with us. If penny items are found on this Dollar General sales floor, they're to sell them to us for a penny. Period. Not sell them to the person for a penny unless you don't like them or anything like that. Dollar General is a corporate office, meaning the individual stores are not allowed to make their own rules. So, I have to go. Quickly. Penny items are at every Dollar General store across the United States. Again, Dollar General is a corporate office, or it's a corporate, I don't know what you call it. It's a corporate store. So all the rules are the same at all the stores. Yes, every store has penny items. Penny shopping is a secret, or it's not a secret. I'm gonna stop saying that. The only rule in penny shopping is that you cannot ask the Dollar General employees where the penny items are, if they have any penny sales or anything like that. Simply, when we have a penny list, or even look at older penny list, take those exact items on the list and go in your store and look for them. It's not going to be easy. It's probably going to take a few times before you actually find anything. Some stores are going to be better than others. But it does happen at every Dollar General across the United States of America, whether it be a Dollar General Market, whether it be just a regular Dollar General, whatever. Yes, it happens in Alabama, it happens in California, every store. All right, guys, I gotta go. Susan, who's moderating the chat, is probably like, will you say goodbye now? Thank you, Susan, very much. Oh, let me put that video in the comments for you guys so you can find it easily. Oh, my thumbnail looks kind of good. I've been playing around with the thumbnails. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Alright, if you guys could please give the video a thumbs up before you leave. I'll see you next week, probably on Monday. Don't forget, I'm not sending out an email today. I gotta fix it. But I definitely will send out an email next week. You can sign up for emails on my website, which is poweredbycoupons.com. In the chat, I just put the link, and I'll continue to put it in there till we say goodbye. This is the penny shopping. It says it's called the penny shopping list cheat sheet for 2018. These are like a little cheat sheet of older penny items that you can look for. Just make sure you pay attention to the year on those items, because the new items are now out. So if you see, you know, a brown dot home item from 2018, then it's not a penny. The live chat is Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 7 Central Time, 6 Mountain Time, and 5 Pacific Time. I think. I hope that was right. Alright, bye guys. Thank you so much to Susan moderating the chat. Go watch that penny shopping video that I put in there. Hold on a second. Let me see if this other one is in the... Hold on. Hold up, swelled up. Don't go nowhere yet. Sorry, Susan. You could... I try not to tell Susan that I was going live, because I'm sorry, Susan. I'm sorry. Alright, tips for penny shoppers in store. Watch that video too. I think that's a really helpful video, not just because it's my video and I'm trying to promote myself. I legitimately think that there are some good tips in there that are going to help you. There's no penny list. There's no new pennies. If I get some new information or something like that I need you guys to know, I will make a video. Of course, you guys should always know that, okay? Alright, bye. Thanks for coming. Give the video a thumbs up before you leave. Please. Pretty please.